Hey friends, welcome to day 2 of the Motherhood Reset. This is a 14-day series where we talk about some of the challenges and mental habits that we experience. And every day we'll also talk about one mindset shift, something that you can easily incorporate into your day-to-day to help you through those hard moments. Yesterday we talked about the habit that so many of us have and so many of us do without even realizing it. And that's just being apologetic all the time, sometimes for no reason. And today I want to name why we feel that way, why we feel like we're constantly behind, constantly overwhelmed, even when everything looks fine from the outside in. Because there's something that we carry that's rarely seen and almost never acknowledged, and it's called the invisible load of motherhood. Now, this invisible load is all the, behind the scenes work that we do to keep our homes running, to keep our families cared for. It's usually not on your calendar, but for some people it is because they put everything in their calendar. Anyway, it's always there. So let's break it down. First, there's a physical load. This is the stuff that people see. This is the stuff that you can notice. It's making meals, it's wiping your kitchen counters, it's washing laundry for the 5th time today, it's cleaning out the fridge, it's packing lunches for your kids. This is the stuff that you can see. But then there's the stuff that nobody really talks about enough, okay? And it's the mental load. This is the planning, the tracking, the remembering of doctor's appointments, the anticipating of school events. It's rotating clothes when your kids are, outgrown of everything overnight. It's remembering that tomorrow's pizza day and you don't have to send a lunch, but you do have to send $5. It's remembering that your baby's out of size 2 diapers, so next time you're at Costco, you have to remember to get size 3 diapers. It's remembering that you have to pick up a birthday present for a classmate that you barely know, and it's just remembering where everything is. Like the other day, I had to find a summer hat, like a sun hat for one of my daughters, and I couldn't find one, and I'm like, I think I know where it is in the basement. And if you're anything like me, your basement is kind of storage, and so I go downstairs to the basement, and then along the wall is all like just cabinets with bins and boxes, and some of it is labeled, but a lot of it isn't, and all of it is like disorganized. And despite of that, I knew exactly which bin I needed to go to get the summer hat that I was thinking about in my mind. So from like 20 different bins, I go to this one bin, I open it up, and I rummage through like one corner of it that I knew that the sun hat was in, okay? Other than the sun hat, it had like a bunch of clothes and shoes and like scarves and everything, but like I knew that the sun hat was in that specific corner. So like this is just an example of like the type of mental clutter and the type of inventory that we carry up here, right? We know where everything is all the time. We're keeping all of these things in our heads. I always compare it to like having like if you open up a computer, if you're one of those people that have if you have like 27 tabs open at the same time. I'm not like that. That gives me a little bit of anxiety, but like it's the same thing. So like if you have 27 tabs open in your browser on your laptop or computer, it's like the same thing with motherhood, because you're multitasking and you're thinking about like 27 different things, and your brain is always on. And it could be exhausting. And then there's this one, is the emotional load. And this one is heavy because it's managing everybody's feelings, right? It's comforting the meltdowns. It's dealing with the big feelings that your kids are having. It's dealing with the small disappointments. It's motivating your kid to do homework without becoming the enemy. It's navigating tantrums and night fears and overstimulation. It's, maybe reading the room 24/7 and adjusting our tone and our words and just energy. And it's exhausting. And actually, from everything that I've read, research shows that this is the part that drains moms the most, because this is constant and it's invisible. And here's the thing, we do this all the time. We do this while we're sick, we do this while we're tired, while we're working, while we're just living. And of course, for the most part, most moms are often the default parent, the one that everybody turns to first. And that comes with a cost, especially when nobody sees it. But here's the hope in all of this, okay? Naming that load is the first step to lightening it, because when you can see it, you can begin to share it. You can set boundaries. You can say things like, hey, I'm doing a lot. I need a little bit of support. I need help. And you can stop feeling guilty for not being everything all the time to everybody. Now, if you don't have support, a lot of us don't, if you're a single parent or if you don't have a village, prioritize. So think about all of the responsibilities that you manage on a day-to-day. And I like to use this metaphor a lot, just to kind of, because I'm a visual person, and sometimes I remember things better if I can visualize it. So there's this metaphor that speaks about your responsibilities as being like glass balls and plastic balls. So motherhood feels a lot like juggling a dozen balls in the air, right? Or 27 in some of the cases. Some of these are made of glass and others are made of plastic. And the problem is is we're treating all of these like they're made of glass. Look, the laundry, the dishes, the school bake sale that you forgot to sign up for, these are plastic. If they drop, they'll bounce. They're okay. But these ones, these are, your health, your relationship with your kids, your peace of mind. These are glass. And the shift that changed everything for me was this: not everything matters equally. You get to decide what's truly made of glass in your life and what's made of plastic. And you're allowed to drop some of these things, not because you're failing, but because you're just human, and because your peace matters and your wholeness. This is the glass that you can't afford to shatter: your peace of mind, your attitude, your confidence. So today, ask yourself, which of these responsibilities that I'm juggling can I let go of? It doesn't have to be forever, just for now, right? Protect the glass, let the plastic fall. And today, just take 5 minutes. Think of everything that you're carrying. Write it out if you have to. Think of it, think of all the stuff that's sitting on your shoulders right now, big and small. And then name one thing out loud to your partner, to a journal, write it in, a friend, even here in the comments. Because the more that we name this load, the less alone we feel in carrying it. And I'd love to know, what's one invisible task that you're holding right now that nobody sees? Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 3. Bye.